I'm Kate Jewel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all-the-time, anytime comic book show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at Secret Empire Uprising issue number 1. The Black Widow plans to assassinate Captain America, the head of the new Hydra regime. Will she be successful? Well, let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? Alrighty then, so as we join the comic, we check on in with Black Widow and her detachment of young heroes made up of the majority of the champions, as well as Riri Williams, Ironheart, and the new Nadia Pym Wasp, as well as the new Falcon too. He's also in there, don't want to forget about him. As we soon discover, Natasha has worked out her plan to finally take out Captain America, but it's a doozy and she's gonna need the kids' help to pull this one off. They're going to go undercover and infiltrate, get this, the Hydra Youth Choir. The choir will actually be singing at an important upcoming Hydra event wherein Captain America will be a guest, and it will be the best opportunity to take him out once and for all. By far, it's Amadeus Cho and Nadia Pym who are the most gung-ho about going in undercover because, well, they both enjoy singing, and Nadia was already a member of the Red Room, so she's used to this sort of spy skullduggery. The hardest part of this mission for the kids is going to be maintaining their cover. A lot of the other young people who are getting involved in this Hydra youth group are drinking the fascist Kool-Aid pretty hard. And the choir master, the one overseeing all the children, is trying really hard to weed out dissidents while also attempting to brainwash the kids further into Hydra's way of thinking, giving them a full sense of community. The Wasp and the Hulk also make quick friends in this issue. They're brought together by the fact that they can both sing and the fact that, well, they really only have each other watching their back right here. Things take a very unexpected turn for the worse when Hydra decides to call in a little extra muscle to oversee the choir competition, and that muscle turns out to be the Freelancers, the group of evil, ultra-capitalist young villains who serve as more or less the antithesis to the champions. This is bad because Amadeus is afraid they'll recognize him. This means Nadia has to think quick and cause a major distraction so Cho doesn't have to take the stage and get spotted. What's kind of interesting about this story is that Landy actually goes out of their way to kind of humanize the Freelancers. Oh sure, they're bad guys, they love money, but they also hate authority, and what is Hydra if not pure authoritarianism? Well, they even go as far as to reconsider their position after saving a kid from getting bullied by the rest of the Hydra youth. Their leader, though, pretty much says, hey, as superpowered people in this new Hydra world order, they can either be pointing the guns at people or have the guns pointed at them. Riri, using her technical acumen, manages to create some manner of cybernetic face changer for Amadeus Cho to use so he can remain undercover. The only problem is they're going to have to actually sneak in to give it to him. Black Widow, who up until now has been shown to be an incredibly cold, calculating, and sometimes even a heartless den mother taskmaster, doesn't want the kids going out and risking the entire operation. The kids, however, refuse to let their friend Amadeus get trapped behind enemy lines, and as such they stage an infiltration mission. This ends up blowing up in their face almost instantly as they're forced to battle Hydra guards, Hydra kids, and the Freelancers all simultaneously. Worse still, the face changer was made on the cheap and on the quick. It can really only change Amadeus's face for about 30 seconds at a time, and after that it needs to be recharged for about just as long. They do manage to hand it off to him though. Spider-Man Miles Morales tries very hard to talk down the Hydra kids, saying this isn't the way, that they can overthrow their Hydra masters, that they can have peace, that they can have freedom, only to have garbage thrown at him. To maintain his cover, the face-changed Amadeus Cho also gets in on this action as well, and poor Miles Spider-Man gets himself kicked out of a window for all his trouble. As the comic begins to wind down, Amadeus and Nadia are taken to the next stage of the competition, and to reward them for all their good work, they're given a private audience with Viper, part of the Hydra inner circle, who promises she'll take them to the next stage of the competition. So that was Secret Empire Uprising number 1, and overall I thought it was an enjoyable enough little tie-in issue. The real selling point of this comic for me is seeing the tired, world-weary, cynical Natasha Romanoff Black Widow rubbing up against the next generation of superheroes.
They're hopeful, they're optimistic, they haven't had their spirits broken. Well, not yet anyway. I wasn't expecting to enjoy the whole benching of this super important, super secret Black Ops assassination operation in a singing competition. And yet it's two weird tastes that kind of work well together and help accentuate the whole teen hero aspect of it. Nadia and Amadeus acted like two kids at camp, even if it was scary Hydra camp. Is it necessary to understand and enjoy the main ongoing Secret Empire event? Nah, probably not, but I liked it for what it was. Ultimately, I would end up giving this one a 7 out of 10.